Do you have any ways off the top of your mind or in the bottom of your heart that you think I could support you in this moment?
That's a really good question. I like how you presented that. I just am always curious of what blocks I have the things I don't see.
This just came to my mind. Imagine if one of your, if let's say the blocks that you were looking for, what if that was you looking for them?
I don't have any blocks.
I don't know. I don't think I've ever said that to anyone or even thought about that myself exactly that way. But something about the way that when you said that, I was like, I wonder if you looking for blocks is what's maybe. Have you ever heard of the observer effect, like in quantum mechanics or quantum physics, where something really doesn't appear until someone looks for it?
Right.
Yeah, and that's why I think that's where part of my postulate of people see what they're looking for came from. Like it was inspired by that idea. So that's the first thing that's coming up right now. You look happy about that.
I am. And I was dancing couple hours this morning with I have an 8.5-year-old daughter, and in Minneapolis, Minnesota, we have a static dancing for 2 hours on Sunday mornings to like progressive house music. And it was so much fun. And so we just got home from that. And so I feel like ecstatic, really. I feel so happy.
So that seems to resonate with you, huh? Is that potentially?
Yeah. And so it's time for each of us to understand the mightiness of our being. And so that's how I always walk around in life. I feel like my Dharma's here to help uplift humanity. And so I'm always, how can I uplift those around me?
And do you have any guiding answers to those questions? I love the questions.
Yeah, I do Lyft at the moment, Lyft and Uber. And so I get to drive people from all around the world, all over the city. And I always give them a little uplifting message that says, like, do small things with great love. And it just enlivens them. They just smile and they're so happy. And they're like, I'm going to hang this on my bulletin board.
It looks like you might have shaved your head. Is that correct?
Oh yeah, I did on the clips on August 21st.
And tell me about that. That's a statement talking about nonverbal communication.
Yeah, it is the most empowering thing ever. I just love myself unconditionally, and I have for the last couple years. And so I don't care what other people think. So I love it. And I get lots of people that are compliment me, and they're like, wow, that's so awesome. Or women will come up to me, I've shaved my head before too. It's so awesome. But I have friends all over the planet that have done it as well. And so then that like sparked an interest in me to try it. I want to see what it feels like.
Awesome. Well, I greatly appreciate you for your, what I would say it seems to be like a grounded and balanced, positive, optimistic outlook on life. I think the main thing that's coming up for me is like, I'm wondering what it looks like if you're not in a static state, or a kind of a bliss bunny, or lifting up other people. Like, I wonder, I guess I'm allowing myself to wonder, do you allow yourself to go to those spaces? Or do those spaces even exist for you? Or are you avoiding those spaces? What's coming up for you on those questions?
They come once in a while, but not as much as they used to. Like I have more uplifting moments than not. I have more happy moments than sad moments, I guess. Because I used to feel depressed a little bit when I was 17, because my sister died when I was 17 and she was 15 and she needed a heart transplant. And so after that, I kind of really got depressed and was suicidal. And I was like, I don't even know what I want to do in my life. I felt just sad. And I never want to go back to that place again. So I've always, since that, I'm 40 now, so since I was 17, I've been like seeking answers to my questions, like why are we here? What is my purpose? What is our species supposed to do on Earth? Why are we in existence? So I've always tried to go inward and be the best I could be so that I don't get to those low places.
Yeah, that's the main thing that's coming up for me is like, especially I'm not sure, I don't see the time, how much time we have left, but I want to honor the creative constraint. And I would say like, thank you for sharing that with me. And I imagine that must have been extremely challenging. And maybe that's what I'm picking up on, the sense that you don't want to experience that type of sadness ever again. And I'm just wondering if that's costing you anything.
See, that's a good question. Because 10 years later, then, when I was 27, my first husband died in a car accident. He was drinking and driving and died instantly. That shocked me even more and took me in an even more inward journey. But I try to just go with the flow, and whatever comes to me and with my emotions, I try to just breathe through them, and I don't mask them with alcohol or drugs. I just try to feel them, let them pass, and then just keep. The more I give gratitude to things around me, it uplifts me faster again and brings me back up to higher moments quicker than before.
Yeah, well, man, woman, I hear that, and I'm so proud of you, and I'm so honored to be speaking to you about these topics. Yeah, I think the main thing here is that I wanted, like I said, that avoiding certain spaces or highly focusing on one aspect of the full emotional spectrum or focusing on the positive. I just want to make sure that's not costing you a fuller experience. And I also am not one to like poke at old wounds to make someone feel bad. That's not my intention at all. But I was wondering, is there some sort of deflectiveness in this ecstaticness?
That's a question.
Yeah, and hey, I might be recognizing it because maybe it's something I've done. Maybe I've focused on certain feelings much more so, and I'm not saying that's right or wrong or good or bad, but I think I'm exploring out loud and looking for a type of self-acceptance that transcends duality or transcends right or wrong or good or bad. And I thank you for getting me to ask those questions out loud to myself as well.
Right? Exploring out loud. That was a great way to put it. Nice.
And what I really want to do is affirm you. I want to affirm that even though the experiences you've had, like, keep shining, keep being ecstatic, keep giving your gift, whether it's through Lyft or whether it's dancing with your daughter or whether it's taking up opportunities like this. Please keep doing those. I think you're an inspiration to me in this short period of time. So I'm imagining you're a deep inspiration to a lot of people in your life.
Thank you for this opportunity to be with you. I appreciate it. And to get to see your beautiful little girl.
I know. I think Davina liked that one as well. She's like, right? Did you hear that noise she made afterwards?
She's like,
You know what? I want to say in this call is like, thank you for not really for holding a space for me not to think I'm teaching you anything, but more to learn about you, which is allowing me to learn about myself on camera, which I think will inspire plenty of other people to learn about themselves, rather than thinking that I have the answers or that you have the answers. Just basically, like I said from the beginning, exploring out loud with me.
yeah. Thank you for listening to me so deeply as well. Thank you.
Yeah, I think listening is leading, honestly. I've recently started listening to a book. I just finished it up. It's called Never Split the Difference. Cool book from a hostage negotiator. And his whole thing is like, yeah, a lot of people think negotiation is talking. It's not. It's not. Talking is barely any of it. What it is listening like a ninja. Like, can I listen to you? Like, basically like Tai Chi for communication. And this, not that I'm trying to hurt you, but if someone is throwing combative blows or being violent with their communication, that basically by me holding a space of listening, that's the best thing I can do for them. I don't need it. If I can get them to hear themselves, then I think I've done what I can do.
Woo! Nice. Listening like a ninja.
Oh, well, that was a buzzer, and wow, another one. I'm so happy I followed my inkling to do these calls because I get to meet people like you, and let's stay in touch. Keep glowing, and keep being ecstatic, and if anything comes from this conversation that's a bit bending of time or space or your mind, let me know about it. Yeah, wow. That was just another epic quantum consultation. If you're watching this for the first time or you don't know what these are about, I'm basically doing 11-minute quantum consultations. I'm committed to doing 111 with people that have sent me a screenshot of their review of Breaking Normal, which is a book I currently published right after this one was born. So it's fresh off the press. I would recommend it mostly on Audible, but you can get it on Kindle and print on Amazon. Send me a screenshot of your review, and wow, let's listen to each other like ninjas next. Talk to you soon. Peace.
Run, guan, guan, guan. Run, guan, guan, guan. Run, guan, guan, guan. Run, guan, guan, guan.